Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and today, starting today, you're gonna wanna make sure to get 3 free Perils in Paradise cards. You might wanna check out some solitaire Hearthstone action. We're gonna talk about that and how you can get those packs today. And if you enjoy the content on the channel, feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like, it helps out a lot as we're on the road to 85,000 subscribers. So starting today, the Masters Tour Summer Championship starts, which will have, I believe, 16 players competing for $50,000. It begins, so today, Friday, at 9 a.m. Pacific. So 3 hours after this video goes live, noon Eastern, and as it says, 6 p.m. CEST. And I don't know the schedule. I don't even know if they really have said, but basically you can earn up to 3 Perils of Paradise packs while watching on Twitch. I believe it'll be on YouTube as well, but you have to watch on Twitch to get those packs. And chances are, yeah, I think it'll be like 1 pack today, 1 pack on Saturday, 1 pack on Sunday. You'll probably have to watch like 2 hours each. Again, you can have it like on another tab and all of that, but links are here. I will link this viewer guide down below if you want to take a look. They have the groups and all that. But normally when I do these, I just let you guys go off and watch that, or we talk about some other news, but I did want to mention something that is actually kind of telling of where the Hearthstone meta feels like it's going today. So tweeted out all the participants. So if you want to get more familiar with the pictures to work with, there's some regulars in here. Big Banterface, I think, was he former Grandmaster? I think he was. Dead Draw was. Yarla was. You maybe. Fury Hunter, I don't think was, but he's always been competing. IQ's always competing. Not really familiar with Definition or more. Gabby, you probably have heard about. Gamer's a former Grandmaster. Maxi is like, he's been ranked 1 in Wild a billion times and Standard. Photon, always a pain in the butt when I face him on ladder. And Me Smile, I have seen before around too. But Donkey put together all the deck lists and everything from this tournament. And I thought it'd be really interesting to go through what do the best players out there think will be the best decks to bring. Again, it is a tournament format. You can only bring 4 decks. There is a ban, so it's not exactly, you know, a parallel or indicative of what the Hearthstone ladder meta is, but it kind of does mirror my experience, and it is kind of the direction the game feels like it's been going again lately, where we're saying, you know, that control and mid-range, and it's just like all combo or like hyper like board spam stuff. So let's go through the most common decks, and the most common deck might surprise a lot of people is Priest. Overheal Priest is the most brought deck to the Masters Tour, which effectively is an OTK deck. It can lock down the board-based decks. In particular, Injured Hauler is just insane when you get that on the board against, like, say, Buttons Death Knight, just constantly clearing it at 7 health. It's really hard to kill. And they run some, like, of the new cards. They have, like, Vol'jin, got Bird Watching just to tutor out their minions. And then they can OTK you with Adonis. This can absolutely OTK, combination with, like, Hidden Gems, your Flash Heals, your Funnel Cakes, which you can all copy with Pip the Potent, and again, Tide Pool Pupil, which I keep mentioning, popping up in these decks is absolutely insane. Or, since you got Rest in Peace here, you could bring Amanthul back a lot. So this has been one of the better decks on ladder, and tournament-wise, by far the most popular pick. After that, the next most popular pick, again, not Druid, it is Miracle Rogue, which has really started to shake up High Legend. It is one of those decks, it's one of the rare decks that performs a lot better at higher ranks the better you play it than at lower ranks. I mean, there's usually a bit of a difference, but there's a large skill difference. But again, it's Tide Pool Pupil spam where you can go infinite with Sonya and then kill your opponent either through Grifta tokens or stick up tokens, where you have Mixologist potions, right? It's just like an infinite spam deck. I like to call it Hostage Rogue. I feel like that's a more adequate name because you don't really kill anyone quickly, but they can't really do anything because you have an infinite fill, typically infinite health gain, freezing, AoE. It's a very frustrating experience, and again, kind of telling of the Hearthstone meta. After that, the next most popular deck, again, surprisingly, not Druid, but Insanity Warlock, which is one of the best performing decks on ladder. And hey, look who's in that deck as well, Tide Pool Pupil. And again, this is a deck that can play like an early aggressive deck with like Baritone Imp, into Crazed Conductor, but then after that, it's just about spamming crescendos, and you can copy them with Tidepool Pupil, you could copy them with Fizzle, ramp them up, of course, with Encroaching Insanity. Trog Gem Tosser can't deal 13 or like 16 in this deck, but still a lot of damage. And yeah, basically you die from in hand a lot from this deck, and is more of that, you know, single player experience that I like to say, you know, the solitaire style stuff. After that, the most popular deck is Hand Buff Paladin, which again, just can kill you in one turn. Plays, you know, got your early game stuff, but you're not really winning with your early game minions. You're mostly winning with Painter's Virtue into buffing up your Leroy, your South Sea Deckhand, into your, you know, Outfit Tailor and all of that. And of course, you just don't die because your weapon has lifesteal, Tigress Plushie has lifesteal, Audio Medic has lifesteal, and now it's like teched out with like Razor Scales and Cult Neophytes to help against those other combo decks. And again, it's not even, for me, this isn't even like a mid-range deck. It's more just another combo deck, really, where you just kill your opponent with aggro damage. Our first tempo deck, our first like pure combo deck, or our first deck that doesn't typically OTK, is the next popular one in everybody's favorite Tempo Druid, which does not run Tidepool Pupil. How about that? But yeah, you just have a billion mana, your opponent has none, and then you kill them with like Gem Tossers and just overwhelm them with giant stuff no other deck can play. It's a bane of a lot of people's existence, and again, at least it's one of the only decks out there that's in this tournament that doesn't just straight up OTK. And then the next most popular deck after that, which does not OTK as well, it's a board spam. This is to me mid-range, straight up mid-range deck. The Buttons Death Knight deck that I've been enjoying is a really good deck, not tutored so much for, or suited as much for a tournament, I would think, as it does struggle against those, you know, solitaire OTK decks. But yeah, basically Razzle Dazzler is the busted card where you get that giant board fill and Horizon's Edge to deal a bunch of damage. But at least good to see one deck that fights for board, but also pretty much murders you with like Eliza and tokens, and of course like infinite damage at Corpsicle. It certainly does a lot of damage. And the remainder of the decks that are out there still got Concierge Druid, which again, I laugh that people said that, you know, this going to 4 would make a huge impact. It made a minor impact. It's not the most popular deck out there, but it still is like one of the most frustrating things to face. Tidepool Pupil pops up. You'll see plenty of this. I think 3 people have brought that deck. I think only 1 person brought Pain Warlock, which is a good deck and, you know, spams a bunch of stats, but Insanity Warlock just seems to be a lot more of a popular option. And I think the other notable decks to mention are like Evolve Shaman. Really good deck. We'll see how I'm very curious to see, like, it performs so well in ladder, if in a tournament setting it can do well just spamming minions, because they clear that one board, it feels like it's over a lot of the times. And then they're also Nature Shaman, again an OTK deck, again Tidepool Pupil. So you can see that this Masters Tour, as I tweeted out earlier today, probably gonna be seeing a lot of solitaire, but I just thought it'd be interesting to take a look at those decks. And yeah, the current direction, at least of competitive Hearthstone decks. But if you look at the Hearthstone meta itself, Legend on HS Replay, there is a lot of stuff to play. I don't think it's necessarily what ladder is like, but when I play, I'm like playing like top 300, top 200. Yeah, it really, really does feel that way. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below how you feeling about the OTK solitaire Masters. Are you gonna watch any? Just go to AFK, but no matter what, get your free packs, maybe get some good stuff. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.